Hello, everyone, especially those out there participating in the Heal at Home program. This service is brought to you from Ayahuasca Native America's Church, www.ayahuasca.com/Aya at Home. What I want to touch base with you on this part two, if you will, is a couple of philosophies. I want you to be thinking about them as you're waiting your medicine or waiting your time to do your first ceremony, your first real doses. We're not talking microdoses here. And I want you to think of these two little words, and that just is. These two little words I talk about in every ceremony. And the reason I do, those two little words have gotten me through so much in life and so much in psychedelics. And what I mean by that is with those two little words, you can't judge anything. It just is. It may be something you got to work with. It may be something you need to run from, but it still just is. And with these two little words, it's so easy to shift into a neutral mindset and a spiritual set, if you will. And what I'm saying to you is those of you that suffer from anxiety and sometimes depression, it just is. And you're going to have to work your way through it. And as you do, and as you're working with the medicine and repropagating receptors within your brain that's been destroyed either pharmaceutically or by street drugs, methamphetamine, you're going to retain a balance in your life. Now, if you feel it with this inner dialogue of just is, it's just something I got to work through, yes, it is going to be challenging, but I can do it. And every time I do it, it gets a little easier. Well, your journey's no different. Every time you do it, you gain a little more understanding, a little more balance, if you will, and you also gain a deeper relationship with Mother Aya. Now, I'm not going to go into too deep with Mother Aya, and the reason is I don't want to implant thoughts in your mind. I want you to develop your relationship with these spirits and entities and ones you cultivate on your own. You know, it's a strange, strange universe we live in, but we do live in it and we are a part of it. And that's what I want you to focus on before you go into your first real, how would you say, warm hug with Mother. I want you to focus on those two little words, just is. I want you to focus on finding neutral. That way the experience can pull you along. And the first step to that is I want you to make a conscious effort to relax. Think of it like going to sleep. Some of you may suffer from insomnia, and this will help you. I went to sleep in prison. It can be done. But you got to work on your mental facilities, if you will. You got to work on finding that neutral, how to project that neutral. And to do that, you got to work with that neutral, just is. Now, a lot of these things I'm telling you now, sitting there watching me on videos, like, man, I cannot believe this dude's spewing this. But they will make perfect sense in your journey when you need them. Another thing I want you to look at going into your first journey is forgiveness. Again, I got to touch base on it because it's so important. And it's so important that you forgive yourself of everything you think you've done and perceived you've done. And you can do it. You're worth it. And that's the trick. You got to believe you're worth this whole ride. Because Mother believes it, I believe it, and now we got to get you to believe it. You deserve a better life than the hand dealt you. But only you can play that hand into a better life. Now with this, I'm going to pause this. I like keeping these videos short because I don't want you to miss a thing. I want you to be able to rewatch these, kind of touch base, if you will. And I want you to relax going into it. You're following your vegetarian diet, I hope, as close as you can. And if you have a slip or two, don't sweat it. You just get back on that horse. Now then, keep a positive mindset. Find that neutral. And when you first wake up in the morning, I don't want you to just feet on the floor, hit the shower, and hit the door. I want you to take a few moments before you come out of that sleep. I want you to use that natural DMT state. and I want you to feel what's coming back through to you. With that, peace out. I'll see you soon.